Okay, actually don't know what happened there. Hopefully we're fine. Is it working? Let's see if that works. So we're rebounding a little bit here on the stock market. Not too bad then. Wow, this is interesting. Wait for people to join and then I'll show. Why does this sound like it's just gonna... Welcome to the stream, Alfie. How are you? Just gonna wait for some people to join because we did have a stream on and it don't know what happened to. Don't know what happened. Bit strange. Got 18 people in here already. What the hell? That's mad. It's crazy actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for a few people to join because this is actually some big data from Financial Times. Just found this is quite interesting. Alright, so just before we do, portfolio's going up a little again. I mean, yeah, at 1.6% at the moment. It was earlier on, it was 187,000. So it had a big, bit of a big recovery there. Yeah, if anyone didn't know, I did buy some Oscar at $17.70 or something like that. We're a little bit higher than that. Obviously, I said that in the Patreon group. So if you didn't know, I did in the Patreon group. That reminds me, I need to see if I've sent the link to that guy who signed up. Yeah, I did. Cool. Yeah, Scott, I know. It's mad. The thing is with Donald Trump, that's the thing. The market says, oh, is it going to dip again? Who knows? Because you never know what Trump is going to say next. He could end up coming out any minute saying, we now don't have a good relationship with China, and then the market dumps, and then he'll say, no, we do have a good relationship, and then the market goes up. It's just like, yeah. Welcome to the stream, Leo. Alright, so as people joined a bit, I saw this. So, yeah, after the release of the internet and after the release of ChatGPT, in millions, it's just mad. Like, this is crazy how it's already caught up to the internet after years. I know obviously it helps because, I mean, everyone's on the internet now, so everyone can talk about ChatGPT, so the marketing's different, whereas the internet, there was nothing, it was just word of mouth or TV to advertise the internet, whereas now, so you can't 100% go off this because it was always going to react differently, but I just found it interesting. So obviously that's good for people who are in AI. Are they ETFs, Harvey? I'm doing good, thanks. How are you doing? You've got a really long name on YouTube, so I can't even say it. Wow, that is the longest YouTube name I've ever seen. But yeah, no, I hope you're doing good. Just thought I'd come on and do a little stream because I just been editing all day. I mean, I should probably go for a walk more than anything, actually get some steps in, because if I look at my Whoop, it's probably saying you need to do some steps. But I've got football later, so I could do a bit of football. But I should probably go for a walk, actually. But instead I'm doing a bit of a stream, just to have a little catch up, have a look at the market. I mean, Tesla's having a good run, you know, like it really is. Not many people are talking about Tesla. Is anyone in Tesla? Welcome to the stream, Chad. Scott, I'm thinking, I mean, I bought on Friday. If it drops again, I'll buy some more. I bought £1,000 worth into Oscar, so I thought, I mean, that's a big-ish buy. I've got 4,100 to last me to April, so I need to be careful, to be honest. And then we'll move over to the invest account and start up a portfolio in the invest account. So, I mean, stay tuned for my YouTube videos and streams, because I could be getting into different companies because it's a completely different portfolio. I mentioned on the last stream that I'm looking at Meta or something. I think I want a nice, steady, safe kind of one, because the invest account, I mean, I don't see it as a long-term thing. It's more of like get your capital, move it around, maybe even make sure I've got the capital for next year's ISA. The ISA is more of a long-term, kind of like my own little pension, you could say. Harvey, I've not actually looked at these, to be fair. I don't really look into ETFs. Okay, Vanguard is the one I would use. What's this other one? See, I personally know Vanguard more, but I don't know if I'm right, but do these not take as many fees or something if you were to choose? I don't think there's a much big deal. I mean, I probably would go with Vanguard just because of the brand. It's just more of a known brand, so I'd feel more comfortable. So if I was to, I'd probably choose this. Yeah, no, I've been ill for a while, to be fair. I've only just started feeling better the last few days, which is good. Yeah, fair enough, Alfie. I mean, the thing is for me, like, I just can't sell all out because I just don't like the whole trading aspect of what if, because if you've got a really long time horizon, all of this shouldn't really bother you. It should just be a point where I could just load up. Do you know what I mean? Make sure you got more cash on the side just to load up. That's why I never panic, because I always make sure my expenses are as low as I can be, and then work on your active incomes, make sure you can earn more, do some side hustles to earn even more, and you'll never really worry, because you'll be like, well, I've got all this side money on the side every month that even if it did drop, I can afford to buy a lot more, regardless if I have a cash position or not. Oh, this has just come in. So I just got to deal with OpenAI. I didn't bother really looking at Rich Tech Robotics. Like, I'm in Tesla for the robots. I mean, maybe Rich Tech Robotics are better, but it's too much of a risk for me to get into a company like this. Personally, at the position I'm in now, I'd rather have big positions. Whereas I feel like getting into a company like this is very high reward, but also high risk, because I wouldn't feel as comfortable putting, let's just say, a figure of 40 grand. I'd feel more comfortable for putting in 40 grand into Tesla than I would into a company like this that's losing a lot of money and their revenues aren't really growing. It's a bit like scattered. Um, I mean, their assets are crazy good compared to their liabilities, but it's because they finance though. So they probably did some dilution to shareholders, probably, off like a quick look. But yeah, no, I'd feel more comfortable, and that's the part of stage where I'm at now, though. So that's probably something you'd see more when I'm investing. I'm going to be into more that are just about to go profitable or are profitable and doing really well, growing strong. Yeah, fair enough, Alfie. I use a bunch of things to look at stocks. Like I use Twitter. Twitter's a good place to get like maybe a stock that's interesting to look at. A lot of people do their own research and spend a lot of time doing their research, and they break down a thesis and come up with a thesis, and you either agree with it or you don't, and then you see if the stats that they're saying are right. So you can use Google, even go on to the investor relations of the company, see their presentation and the PDF, get some numbers, and then start listening to like earnings calls with the CEO, get some information from interviews that they do, and the presentations they do, and then you can start extracting numbers. Something might look appealing at that point, and then this is when I jump into my website now, not to promo it anymore, but it's just I would then go AMD, type in AMD, and I would then get the numbers that I've got from the research, and then I'll start typing it in onto here, and then changing the revenue growth, net income margins, what the PE would be, what it could be, and then get a price in the next few years of where it would be off that data that I've come across. So that's how I look into stocks, if they're a good purchase or not. And then I also use like this part of the website that's really good, just to see what analysts are saying. I know they're not always right. Sometimes they miss stuff. Sometimes they go really conservative with things. Mainly conservative, to be fair, that way round, than actual being optimistic. But then you'll start getting a consensus of where they think it's going to be, the share price, like here. And then you've also got data up until 2028. I normally go to I normally just stick to 2026 and 2027, because 2028 is quite far out, and just see where they're thinking the EPS could be on that date. And you can also use some of those figures in the projections calculator, and then it'll get you a share price, because then you're not going in it blindly then, because at the moment people are just buying off either hype, or they see it as a good buy because it's gone up loads, when actually sometimes that's not the best thing to do. So yeah, Fubo's going to be a bit of a rough ride short term, but then that's the thing, like you're getting in before a lot of investors realize what Fubo could be. I'm telling you now, when Fubo starts running, I'm not saying it will, because nothing's guaranteed, but if it does, which I think it can do, when the merger happens and they start, I don't think it will run on the merger itself. It might do a little bit, but it's more when they start reporting their earnings and people realise, okay, this company's making some money now, and this is looks like a good company to get into. It will then start reflecting what it should be worth, which is what the numbers I put down. So I'm not worried at all, to be honest. When did I start doing lives? I mean, actually, I started doing some like last month, and then I stopped a little bit, and then I started up again doing some because I just enjoy them. Even if they're like a quick little half an hour stream or something, it's just good to chat to people on the chat and. But I'm also assuming is everyone at work. How is everyone watching this? Because we've got 41 people. Surely you guys are working, or have you got your AirPods in and you're working and you're just listening to it like a podcast kind of thing? Yeah, Iron. I was looking into Iron. I'm up 51%, but it's not a position because I've only got one share of it. It's just it was like a watch list to see. I mean, I was hoping for it to get to a certain price, but it never did. It just went up and up and up and up and up, and it's gone up and up and up. But I'm not bothered. I'm not chasing it. It is what it is. It was something I was getting into when I start up my invest account on Trading 212. So I still might be fine though. Like at the moment, a lot of things are very overinflated, I think, to an extent. But then also when you see the revenues that these guys can hit, you could argue it's justified the price. UiPath, Alex, that's an interesting one. I haven't really looked into it, but I did see things about it, and apparently it looks like a good product. They're about to go profitable, aren't they? Yeah, look, they're about to go profitable, it looks like. But no, I haven't looked into it. I haven't really properly. But is it quite similar to Palantir to an extent, I've heard? I don't know. What do I think? What price do I think SoFi will hit? You know what? I'll go on my projections. So in 2026, I think it can. So if it had a P of 40, I think it can be $26. And if it can be a P ratio of 60, it can hit $39. So between 26 and 39, I think SoFi personally will be in 2026. They're the figures I've got. It just depends on, like the premium SoFi is trading at. Like, what's it trading at now for the PE? It's trading at a PE of 52. So in between actually the PEs that I thought SoFi would trade at. So yeah, between those prices in 2026. Hey Fatali, welcome to the stream in the uni library. Oliver, yeah, no, I do have a job. I currently am an editor and a videographer, so yeah. I'm just taking a break because I said on the stream earlier I should probably go for a walk and actually get some exercise because I've done no steps. My whoop will be like going, what the hell are you doing? But I was like, just do a stream because I do enjoy doing the streams at the moment. They are enjoyable to do, for sure. Applied Material, what's the ticker symbol? But yeah, no, I mean, my stocks are going down at the moment. Let's just see if there's any news coming out. I'll just quickly put this on screen that I touched on earlier on the stream. Just quite an interesting little screenshot to have a look at. Comparing obviously like the ChatGPT to the internet, how long it took to grow. So gold reaches all-time high. Is anyone in gold at the moment? I mean, there's not really anything. I don't think any news for it to be going down the portfolio. I think it's just going down in general. Oh, I've only just realised people have been putting more stuff in the chat. I've only just scrolled down. To be honest with you, I'm not the best person to ask for options. I'm I keep meaning to like put some research and having a look into options because I want to personally do it myself if I can learn it, but I don't know it 100% just yet to even tell people. How do you stop yourself from being so obsessed with your portfolio value? The way I stop myself from like being obsessed with it is obviously it's hard because I stream and do YouTube videos and that. But that's just more of a tracker to update. But just focus on your job, focus on side hustles, focus on how you can make more money every month. That's how I distract myself and not think about it. This is just a secondary thing to, do you know what I mean, to focus on. Your priority should be generally to focus on making as much money as you can through other businesses, your own business, having a job, but then a side hustle, because then you can invest more. Jack, I think if the Fubo and Hulu merger actually does happen, I've got some price predictions of where I think it'll go in my Patreon group. And they're not even unrealistic targets as well at all. So, yeah. What's my thoughts on Honest? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, I mean, I do personally like it. I know I'm down on it. I've got like a share of it just to have on the watch list, but I do like it. I mean, I've not gone crazy into researching it, but it could be a buy, and it could be something I might put some money into the invest account. Because if you didn't know, obviously got £4,000 in cash, and obviously it won't reset until April. So there's going to be a time where I'm going to start putting money into the invest account, because I mean I can't put any more money into the ISA account. So you guys will be able to stay tuned and have a look at what stocks I get into the invest account. So it could be a bit of an interesting one, starting from fresh. This probably might be quite exciting for you guys to keep up to date and watch. You got 600 SoFi shares, nice. If you have a look who I'm following on Twitter, they're the people I recommend following on Twitter. Very smart people, some of them. Yeah, Jack, I think it could hit that $8 a share. It all just depends on valuations and if the management team executes what they say and they said they're going to do. So, yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to have to go because I need to crack on with some more editing and doing some more work, but I thought I'd just hop on for a bit. Been streaming for 20 odd minutes, 25 minutes, so very short stream I know, but it's better than nothing and I enjoy doing it. It's good to have a little catch up and hopefully everyone has a good day at work. Day's nearly done. Hit the like button if you're new, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next stream. I appreciate everyone sticking by, and yeah, maybe we'll do some more streams later on in the week or something, but yeah, no, thank you for everyone watching, and yeah, we'll do another one soon.